Chicago is right around the corner. I'll spend a quick little preview element right here talking about all the good stuff that's coming to the Chicago International Film Festival.
Yeah.
60th year. They're giving these bad boys out depending on which theaters you go to. And it's got everything you need to know. It's a nice little free pamphlet with the schedule, all that good stuff. And in particular, it's them going all out because it's the big 6-0. And they're throwing a party and all that good stuff. So pretty much the big breakdown right here is the theaters you need to go to, the movies that would shout out, and any other little tips and tricks. So the first part is obviously you just go to the website. It's going to be running from the 16th to the 27th. Tickets are already on sale. Some of the big ones are out. But if you keep an eye or you add yourself to the watch list, I think they have like a specific thing so that you can be on rush or whatever, you may be able to get some on the drops. They have a site for the festival calendar that's going to have everything that you need to know, all of the films and their programs. But the big thing is the theaters. They are no longer at the AMC River East. I think you may have gone with me once to the River East, but you did go to New City. New City used to be an ArcLight, so it still has the remnants of that fantastic theater chain. This is where we saw the Crawdads movie.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Solid
that
theater.
venue specifically has like an inside. What's it called? They call it the Round. I never knew it had a name, but the Round is where they're going to be throwing this year's block party. It used to be outside of the Music Box. They're going to be doing it there. Last year they had trivia. I am here to avenge myself in trivia because I almost got it, and then some cinephile, decided to win. And they give out free coffee each year, specifically a collaboration that they do, and I hope they continue it this year, called Director's Cut with Dark Matter Coffee. Very good local coffee spot. AMC New City is going to be the main hub that they're going to be doing a lot of the screenings for, press and public. But of course, they're going to have some stuff at the Gene Siskel Center, which is right in front of the Chicago Theater. It's got that very famous marquee. I think that's where a lot of people are going to want to go to take pictures, as well as the Music Box Theater, where they're going to be having the premiere, the Centerpiece movie, which plays at the center, and then the closing night film with Robert Zemeckis for his Here movie. So I would make it out to all of those if you can. Again, the hub, AMC New City. Gene Siskel, I think, has the most comfortable seats. But the Music Box, like I told you, they got brand new seats. I haven't tested them out yet. But I haven't gone yet to go see my chair that's got my name on it, like I told you. Someone's sitting in my chair. I'm gonna be able to
Because that
tell
was one
them.
of the things. You haven't taken me to the Music Box yet, but you said that it wasn't the comfiest theater. So hopefully that's a thing of the past.
It was my one stray that I had to give them, and they finally listened. They have cup holders now. Crazy 21st technology that they got. But I heard the seats are better. But one of the armrests has Alina and mine's names on it. So if I see someone in that seat, I will literally be able to tell you that my name is on that chair. On top of that, they have some of these free festival community screenings that they're going to be hosting at the Hamilton Community Center, the Chicago History Museum, the Logan Art Center, and I believe the Mexican History Museum, or I guess, the National Museum would be the one. Both of these right here. The community one is Hamilton Park and the National Museum of Mexican Art. You can check out a lot of the free screenings that they have hosted up there. They have a specific programming thing where you just sign up and you can go get free tickets. Like you literally just show up. So there's a couple of movies that they have already there from United Skates, The Knife, some good stuff out there. But the big stuff here, everyone knows how to buy tickets. You know where the theaters are at as well. You want to know about the movies. A lot of these we've seen. A lot of these I'm anticipating. A lot of these Zach just said may be the best of the year. So going through the ones that stood out to me, no particular order. The Centerpiece one is Night Bitch. I have been very intrigued for this one because it is Marielle Heller. I've heard interesting things on it. The trailer was not what I expected it to be, but I'm still kind of curious for this one. This is going to be playing at the Music Box Theater, so it is a hefty ticket. But if you wanted to have a good Q&A to go with it, she's one of my favorite directors, and I want to make it out there to be able to hear her talk about it. I believe tickets are still on sale for this one as well. So you kind of gave it. Did you go full thumbs up somewhere in the middle?
Yeah,
I don't think you gave it
full
thumbs down,
up.
though.
Like
Okay,
it's not one of the best of the year, but it is really entertaining, and I think it's a good feel good mother story. It's not the most revelatory, but Amy Adams is always going to give you a strong performance.
Far, but she's not bagging it for this one though.
No, this isn't going to be the one that wins her Oscar.
I think that's what. Yeah. That's a real pain, which is also going to be playing here at the Chicago International Film Festival. It's going to be released, I believe, like right after the fact, but this is one that you definitely need to see with a crowd. It is personally one of my favorite movies of the year. It is vying up there with the top 2 spots. And I don't know what the other movie is, so this may be the one. I love this one coming out of Sundance. It was my number 1 pick. This has comedy. It has drama. It has one of my favorite performances from, what's the boy over here?
Culkin.
Beautiful, heartbreaking, hilarious, all of it. A real pain. Definitely check it out. 2 cousins that go out to Poland to not just reconnect to their motherland, but to themselves as well, directed by Jesse Eisenberg.
I'm just planning a trip to Poland with my cousins right now. So this movie really hits close to home. This is easily a top 10 movie of the year for me.
No, play that before the trip. Damn. Play it at the airport.
Right? And then I'll slap
them. We'll be slapping each other. Yeah, that's a good have to say goodbye. Damn, that would hit. One that I just caught this morning as we started rolling out our press screenings is a mystery thriller. What were you calling it?
Either House of Papal, or damn it, I keep messing it up. It's Game of Papal Thrones or House of Cardinals.
House of Cardinals. That's the one right there. Log it in.
Yeah.
Post it already, bro. Conclave is a mystery thriller about a dead pope. Did he just go? Who's the one who's going to bang the most out of this? Because everyone now has to vote as they hold a conclave, which means that they're all casting in their votes. I remember the last one, bro, with the black smoke. We were tuning in like it was American Idol, like it was an election. Yeah. There are certain elements in this as well with the way that they vote, where they say like this thing in Latin, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be me, November 3rd, casting my ballot, and they're speaking in Latin next to whoever's next to me. I thought this fired on all cylinders, from the acting, the cinematography, but especially the story, the places that it goes, what it starts covering, the way that the mystery evolves. There are certain moments where I was kind of questioning how they were building up suspense just to build up suspense, but it all worked for me. And it's just standouts all around. Ralph Fiennes, incredible performance. You were calling him, you were saying, I think that Amanda's quote was...
he's like Ned Stark. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was thinking Jon Snow. This man is, I don't want it for the entire movie. He just wants to help out with what he can, but he does not want to be it. You then have other people coming for it, like Stanley Tucci, who I believe says the banger line of, it's the people who don't want it that should have it, because the people who want it are probably the worst out there. His character was fantastic. It doesn't stop there. John Lithgow, insane in this movie. Every time he opens his mouth, I was like, I don't know, man. Everyone all around, even Isabella Rossellini, who I thought was going to be bigger in the movie, she still packs a punch every time she's on screen, even when she's not speaking. Incredible performance. And if I saw this at River East, she's got a big mural of herself. I told Alina, I'm like, just so you know, that's Isabella Rossellini that we pass by every time we go to theater for. Yeah, I can't recommend this one enough. I can definitely see this one. For me personally, which is what matters, is this is going to have some spots on our Intercut Awards. But I also think, considering who it comes from, Edward Berger, this is going to be there at the end of the year for a lot of award shows, considering how well All Quiet on the Western Front did. But big thumbs up on Conclave.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a movie that I think is going to like win Best Picture, but I definitely see it getting at least a couple nominations, because it's a really solid piece of entertainment.
Mm-hmm. The next one that I am excited for, it is on my watch list, The Seed of the Sacred Fig. I have heard so much good stuff from this, and all I needed to know was the director, because the last movie that he did was also at Chicago, There Is No Evil, and it's the one that we're always shouting out, like, how much of a master of a filmmaker do you have to be that you're barred from making movies, feature-length films, that the man made 4 short films and then combined it to call it a feature. I have heard from you and everybody else that this one gets dark, that it gets... Not that it's a thriller, right? Because there's another one over here that
It starts as more of like a drama about like an unfolding situation in the country, and then it becomes a bit more suspenseful as the situation grows close to home. But, you know, my whole pitch behind this one is like, this is the movie that I felt most accurately represents the way in which different generations receive news from different mediums, and the divide between what you get from cable news versus what you can see online, and how that influences your politics. You know, this to me was like arguing with your relatives during the Black Lives Matter protests, but set in this world instead.
Look, I've heard nothing but great things for this. I already got my screening scheduled for it, and I believe it is Germany submission. So
yeah, because it's a weird co-production of a couple different countries.
Sure, hey, whatever you need, I guess, to finagle it out there. I already know it's going to be a great movie, considering the talent.
Given their history with Mohammad Rasuluf, there's no way Iran was going to submit this movie.
Oh, come on, bro. That was never going to happen. Yeah. It makes more sense for it to come from Germany than it ever would from Iran. Oh, man. Seed of the Sacred Fig. Definitely looking forward to it. Also, this one, I remember out of Cannes, this was getting a lot of buzz. The Girl with the Needle, and it's being pitched as a horror film. I remember when Ewan came out of it, he was like, bro, there are some things that happen in this movie. I am locked in for this one. I know that it has to do with like a clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I'm trying to keep it as cryptic as possible. I know shot in black and white. I'm waiting for this one. I think this is also a submission. Not exactly sure what country, but it's going to be one of these three. It's probably a Danish film, so I'm assuming them. But Girl with the Needle. Do you see this?
No, but Caitlin saw this one at TIFF, and she said it was one of the most harrowing films she saw in quite some time. So you're right to sort of be a little be on your heels, I guess, going into it. And yes, Denmark is the country that submitted this to the Oscars this year.
That sounds cool, because I saw I get the horror tag, so I can't wait to watch it at like a 10 o'clock in the morning press screening.
Great way to start the day.
The one I did buy tickets for, already locked in for the Music Box.
Let's
35 millimeter screening of The Brutalist. This is the one you definitely have to be at. One of the first movies to sell out. So keep an eye on those rush tickets. And any other extra ones dropping as well. Follow the socials, all you need to know about whatever they may have for this one, because I know this got picked up by A24, but it's right. It's getting one of those rolling releases.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be out.
35.
It's going to be out like around Christmas, which usually means that it's probably not going to be out in most places till like late January.
Plus, we got The Lion King and that Santa Claus rock movie. So like. Can we fit a 3-hour movie, Zach, with an intermission? No, you got to do it here in the festival setting.
Yeah.
This is playing, I think, midway through the festival at the Music Box. I'm super locked in. Brady Corbett's going to be there, bro. My most anticipated. I said these were in no order, but this is at the top. The Brutalist. Two ones that I want to mention from the new directors category, which tends to be one of my favorite categories that they have over at the Chicago International Film Festival, because the programmers will get you some stuff that's highlighted at TIFF and other international stuff, but then they'll get things from new up-and-comers, and many times you end up finding someone who's just starting their career who ends up becoming a very prolific filmmaker. Peacock is crazy because, in particular, I want to read the letterbox one that they had for this. It's about a rent-a-friend agency.
Cool.
To me, that sounds like the funniest thing. One, because we've had all those Friends movies that you guys have been talking about in terms of the ones that came out of TIFF
Friendship and The Friend, yeah.
Bro, yeah. So I'm hoping that this delivers on that aspect as well. Let me pull it up over here. In particular, because there's no picture on Letterboxd. Matthias, I'm assuming, leads a successful rent-a-friend agency, but as soon as his girlfriend Sophia breaks up with him, his life spirals into absurd chaos. It's pitched as a comedy, so I am very excited to see that one, along with another one from the new directors category, My Favorite Cake. This is another one that takes place in Tehran, and it's about a woman that lives alone since her husband's death. And there's something about Chicago. They, without fail, if they give you a thumbnail that looks like an older couple, it's going to smack. It has had it every single year. It's always going to be this beautiful dramedy, and this seems like it's going to be right up there as well. My Favorite Cake. But wrapping up the last ones, I have a couple documentaries here. Slice of Life, The American Dream in Former Pizza Huts. That's all I needed to know about a documentary where they're going through all of the leftover buildings that used to be Pizza Hut establishments. So they obviously have a certain look to them because, no one out pizzas the Hut in terms of architecture. But it's supposed to get into all of these crazy stories about the people who have now embodied them, from churches to all these different things. I'm fascinated. I just had Pizza Hut again for the first time the other day, the stuffed crust, because these damn commercials during the playoffs, bro. And it still smacks. So I'm excited to see this one. I'm going to order Pizza Hut for it as well. And I'll be tuning in with my second doc also being, I thought I had a second doc. Let me pull up a second doc. Let's pull up this one right here. The Last Republican. You heard about this one?
Yeah, man. This is one that I really wanted to catch in Toronto, but missed out. I'm looking for it in Philly, but this is a film about a Republican congressman, I believe, who is anti-Donald Trump and trying to sort of like recruit more people to that side.
Yeah.
But the film is made by Steve Pink, the director behind Hot Tub Time Machine, which happens to be this congressman's favorite movie, and that's how they got connected.
What? It sounds so bonkers. How could you not be into it? Obviously, this guy, he's very much a conservative, and then the director's like, I'm very much a liberal. To me, that sounds like a comedy masterpiece. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. I may get a screener for this as well, so definitely stay tuned for The Last Republican as I give it the mention here for documentaries. But the last film, I think that might be the last film. Yeah, I think that's my last pick.
Nice.
Oh, no,
solid selection.
This will be my last pick. This will be my last pick because you got the thumbs up for it. Flow. We're getting it at the fest. We got a press screening, everything ready to go for it. For nothing but great things. Give me one line for people to anticipate.
I saw 2 movies in Toronto that were about wild animals in a world with rising sea levels that learn to cooperate, in which there's a key plot point in which a bird breaks its wing. And The Wild Robot was the lesser of those 2 movies. Flow is better than it.
Whoa. And you like The Wild Robot.
I do like The Wild Robot. This one's better.
People love The Wild Robot. I've been getting a lot of comments, messages. Someone left a postcard. Wild Robot is people's favorite of the year.
Yeah. I think Flow's a bit better. It's more artful. It's definitely not as much of a kid's movie because like there's no spoken dialogue in this film.
She never says I am Flow?
No, there's no like big Avengers moment, but I liked it a lot.
I'm really excited for this one. The poster
beautiful
looks
animation.
beautiful.
He made this movie entirely in Blender.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like when you find out a really good YouTuber who's got like edits you're jealous of, made their stuff in iMovie, and you're like, all right, shut up, bro.
You shouldn't be able to be this talented with free software.
No. But that is the 60th Chicago International Film Festival. Again, from October 16th to the 27th at the AMC, Gene Siskel, Music Box Theater, all that good stuff, where they're going to be showing some of the best of the year, especially focusing on that eye for the international selections. Make it out there. Say hi if you see us, any of that good stuff. But we'll be reporting back. Same way that Zach's going to be wrapping up more of his stuff from New York. I'll be following up with some stuff from here. All those dispatches.